gave away your power. You reacted to people. You wasted energy. And they took it. But today, that ends. Learn to dominate.
You've been giving away your power without even realizing it. Every time someone provokes you and you react. Every time someone misunderstands you and you rush to explain. Every time someone disrespects you and you spend hours thinking about the perfect comeback. You think you're protecting yourself, but sometimes you're handing someone control over your attention. And once someone learns how to control your attention, they can influence your emotions, your decisions, and even your behavior. But that changes today. There are 4 psychological laws that can completely change the way you deal with people. They will teach you when to speak, when to stay silent, when to step away, and when to stop caring about someone else's approval. The first lesson is simple. Guard your attention like gold. There was a man named Adrian who learned this lesson the hard way. One afternoon, a colleague insulted him in front of everyone. Adrian smiled and walked away, but the conversation stayed in his mind for hours. He replayed every word. He imagined better responses. He even planned what he would say the next morning. Then someone asked him a simple question. Why are you still giving that man your attention? Adrian suddenly understood. The insult had lasted 10 seconds, but he had allowed it to occupy his mind for hours. That's the real cost of uncontrolled attention. Someone can speak to you for a few seconds and then continue living their life while you spend the rest of your day emotionally reacting to them. Attention is energy. Wherever your attention goes, your emotions follow. That's why you need a filter. Before responding to someone, ask yourself, is this worth a piece of me? Not, can I win? Not, can I prove them wrong? Just, is this worth my energy? If the answer is no, let it go. Don't announce that you're ignoring them. Don't explain why you're walking away. Simply remove your attention. At first, people who are used to getting reactions from you may push harder. They may send another message, make another comment, or try another way to provoke you. Don't mistake that for a reason to respond. Sometimes people push harder because the old method stopped working. Protect your attention. Protect your peace. Not everything that demands your attention deserves it. Your attention is gold, and you should stop spending it on people who haven't earned it. But once you learn to control your attention, you discover something even more powerful. Your silence. Most people think the person with the last word wins. They don't. Adrian discovered this when someone sent him a message designed to make him angry. The accusation was unfair, personal, and clearly meant to provoke him. Adrian started typing a response. Then he stopped. He deleted everything and put his phone down. 10 minutes later, another message arrived. Why aren't you answering? Then another. Adrian remained silent. That's when he understood something about human behavior. When you constantly explain yourself, people learn what bothers you. They learn what makes you defensive. They learn which words will make you react. But silence gives them less information. More importantly, silence gives you time to think. Adrian wasn't staying silent to punish anyone. He was refusing to let another person's emotions dictate his own. He learned that not every accusation deserves an explanation and not every insult deserves a comeback. Sometimes people reveal more when you stop talking. They become impatient. They expose their intentions. They show you whether they respect your boundaries. The next time someone tries to provoke you, pause before responding. Ask yourself, will my words actually improve this situation? If the answer is no, silence may be the better choice. You don't need the last word. You need control over whether you speak at all. And once Adrian mastered that, he discovered another problem. He had been giving people too much access to his time. Adrian had always been available. If someone called, he answered. If someone needed help, he appeared. If someone invited him somewhere, he went. He believed being available made people value him. But eventually he realized something uncomfortable. When people can access you whenever they want, they can start taking your presence for granted. So he changed. He stopped answering every message immediately. He stopped attending events that drained him. He stopped abandoning his priorities whenever someone demanded his time. People noticed. Some asked, why have you changed? Adrian didn't give them a long explanation. He simply said, I'm focusing on what matters. He wasn't becoming cold. He was becoming selective. And the change revealed something important. The people who genuinely valued him respected his boundaries. The people who only valued his availability became frustrated. Sometimes you don't discover what people value by giving them more. You discover it by removing unlimited access. Strategic withdrawal isn't about playing games or making people chase you. It's about protecting your time and discovering who respects your boundaries. You don't need to disappear to become valuable. You simply need to stop giving your presence to places where it is constantly taken for granted. Your time is limited. Your energy is limited. Your presence is limited. Choose carefully where you spend them. But there was still one thing Adrian hadn't learned learn to control his need to be understood. His mentor eventually told him, "You still give other people too much power because you need them to understand you." Adrian knew it was true. If someone called him arrogant, he wanted to prove them wrong. If someone misunderstood him, he wanted to explain. If someone rejected him, he wanted to know why. But the need to be understood can become another form of control. If someone else's opinion determines your emotional state, they have influence over you. Adrian finally understood that being untouchable doesn't mean becoming emotionless. It means becoming difficult to control. Someone can criticize you without destroying your confidence. Someone can misunderstand you without forcing you to explain. Someone can leave without making you chase them. Someone can dislike you without changing your identity. Adrian stopped trying to win every perception battle. Instead, he asked himself one question: do I respect my own decision? If the answer was yes, he moved forward. He didn't need everyone to approve. He didn't need everyone to understand. He needed self-control. That's the final law. The goal isn't to dominate everyone around you. It's to master yourself. You can feel anger without obeying it. You can feel hurt without seeking revenge. You can be misunderstood without desperately defending yourself. You can be rejected without chasing acceptance. That's real emotional power. Guard your attention. Master your silence. Choose your presence. Control yourself. Because the hardest person to manipulate is the person who no longer needs to prove who they are. If this message spoke to you, comment, "I control myself." And remember, you don't become powerful by controlling everyone around you. You become powerful when you finally learn to control yourself.